Good morning, afternoon, and evening. Welcome back to another episode of MozChat. Monday Night Raw. Was it Facey? Was it Healy? Let's find out. So, today's episode of Monday Night Raw, the 2nd of January, 2023. The intro started for the show, but suddenly was cut as the Bloodline made their presence very well known in the arena, jumping the barricade and attacking anyone that came in sight, in arm's reach, in just, yeah. Don't know who the guy in black was, but he got destroyed. Then KO came out to front the Bloodline, and then Pierce came out to stop that and sent the security, and they got destroyed, and sent the rest of the locker room, and they somewhat got destroyed. And Kevin Owens, and yeah, all sorts of, until, yeah, the Bloodline tried to leave, but Mr. Pierce said that they will be in action this evening. So that's certainly a good thing. But I must say, it gets today's Diamond Award. It was quite a good start. Like, it really got my attention. Plus, of course, it gets the first face vote. And then following that, we get the Raw Women's title match, Bliss versus Bianca Belair. I thought the psychology in this match actually was like really, really well done. It was a good story they told. Finishing off with Bliss coming across some Uncle Howdy masks in certain places in the arena. The security guard was actually trying to make one of them stand back, and you could tell that the person under the mask told them that I'm part of the show, like, stop it. But yeah, with that, Bliss completely flipped out, and when flashes of the Fiend symbol happened on the Titantron, and yeah, attacked the referee, gave Bianca Belair a couple of DDTs on the stairs, and then later in the show, they were hyping up that Bianca's gone off to a medical facility to get help. So that definitely, it was almost diamond, but I think the start and the Bloodline really did an awesome, like, a step up, say, from what they did. Following that, we get a Solo Sikoa versus Elias in yeah. I'm going to call matches pretty much what they are. I'm going to avoid some of these silly gimmick names that are being used. So, a street fight with music instruments. Yeah, it wasn't bad. Like, they used it really well. Like, it almost got a Raw vote, but like, they did well. You know what I mean? I'm not a big fan of those musical, like, street fight gimmick matches, but yeah, it was okay. Then we get the Usos and Sami Zayn going up against the Street Profits and KO. Um, what do you expect? Like, there's nothing but talent in that match. Um, yeah, like Dawkins, I would say, would be the weakest link out of all of them, but they were improving, like, so much. I still just don't like their spinning splash thing in the corner. I just don't get it. But yeah, Ford put on awesome show. KO, Sammy, the Usos. What else do you expect? And Sammy gets the victory there, which was interesting for storyline. But once again, it definitely gets a face vote. Because after the match, their bloodline, oh, I should actually mention that Solo Sikoa came down near the end of the match and actually caused like distraction, which, yeah, pushing the whole bloodline numbers game that they're, yeah, pushing. But then Sheamus and Drew McIntyre came out of the crowd and, yeah, fought back, building up this week's SmackDown Tag Team title match. So, yeah, I thought they did pretty well. Um, then following that, we get one of the most talented people, Chad Gable versus Dexter Lumis. Um, I'm not getting the whole Dexter thing. I'm really not. Um, I just even the crowd was somewhat just quiet. Chad did their darndest to make it a decent match, but unfortunately, it's just gonna get a Raw vote. You, yeah, you're losing like point 0.5 out of the 10. I'm sorry, but Dexter, like, yeah, I don't know. Don't know. But then after that, we get good old Damage Control, Bailey on the mic, and Becky comes out to point out that Becky's just riding the coattails, and there's, yeah, all of that storyline continuing on. Then they challenged for, well, challenged Becky to a tag match, but Becky couldn't find her phone as she was in her wrestling gear and said that she's happy with a 2-on-1, which was an interesting idea. But of course, Numbers Game got on top of Becky, and Me Chin came out to team up with Becky Lynch. So, yeah, nice little appearance by the OC. Because the only other appearance was Luke Gallard came out in the original, like, beginning thing with the bloodline, and AJ Styles has done his ankle, like, by the sound of it, pretty bad. So, yeah, they're going to be out now. I don't know what they're going to do with the OC. But then, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I. Oh, mark that there. Um, doesn't matter how many really there is on this one. It matters on how many are on these two. Like good old take five, or take point 0.5 and take a whole point. But we're coming up to the main event now, which was Austin Theory. Oh no, before the main event, there was actually a Bliss interview backstage, and saying that she's getting inside of Bianca Belair's head, which to me really sounded like the old spooky Bliss. I hope so. We also got a Dom, little like, yeah, I don't know. I just can't get into Dom either. I really want to, but he's more greener than grass. It's shocking. I know in time he will, but it's just yeah, you know it's turning out to being Dom versus Ray at WrestleMania. Um, but yeah, they are slowly building to it, so which I would say is a positive. But neither of them were anything overly spectacular or absolutely terrible. But now let's get to that main event: Austin Theory and Seth Rollins in a US title match. Brilliant. Really, really well done. The storyline, Seth's knee, it was quite a good match. I do see that Austin Theory is going to be a name of the future, so which is absolutely awesome. Once again, it was in the running for the diamond, but it didn't quite have that same amount of impact that the opening segment did. I think cutting into the intro really pushed the chaosness that they're trying to portray with the bloodline. So, yeah, the only letdown tonight, I would say, is this here is because of Dexter Lumis. They need to turn heel. They need to. Yeah, I don't think the like populace or the WWE universe is gonna get it. So, unfortunately, that's the only letdown for today's show. So, it's a massive 9.5, and I would say a very enjoyable episode. So, that's the wrap up for today, a 9.5. Let me know in the comments your opinions of tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw and what score out of 10 would have you given it? Do you think I was too friendly for some things or I was harsh on Dexter Loomis? Let me know in the comments. But thank you very much. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. It helps tremendously. And till SmackDown, goodbye.